What's up, guys? We're back with another video, and today we're going to be working with a lot of different tools. We're going to go ahead and get started. But before we get started, I need to give a huge shout out to my ride or die, my number one subscriber who asked for a shout out, and I told him I would because he said that he would make me famous. So let's go ahead and give a shout out to my boy Juan for subscribing, putting on those notifications. He gets notified every time I post a video. And if you want to have those same perks, subscribe to my channel on your own time, because I know that's not going to let you do that right now. But shout out Juan, ride or die. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into our program for today. All right. So first things first, we need some circles. Okay. So we're going to go with our ellipse tool. Okay. We can hold the letter L, or where you probably have a rectangle tool here, right? We're going to just hold and get to our ellipse. Holding shift to create a nice circle. All right, we don't want to go very big. We want something small. We're going to make sure that that is filled in just so we can see that. And then we're going to create a copy. All right, so first one. We need to go to our gradients panel, right? If you don't see a gradient panel, if you go to Window, Gradient, okay, you'll be able to pick this out here. All right, I'm going to create a gradient. So I'm going to pick some colors here that I think will look just nice, right? I'm going to keep that blue, but I'm going to go with the red here. Then I'm going to kind of adjust. I want more blue than red. Okay. Now for my second one, I'm going to switch those colors up. I'm going to go with, I don't know, let's say a yellow and a purple. All right, let's try that out. Okay, then I want you to rotate these, right? So you can choose to leave one the same, but I would say rotate one about maybe 60 degrees and rotate the other one maybe like a negative 135. You don't have to do that specifically, but that'll help out with the cost. All right. And we're going to go to Object. We're going to go to Option, Blend Option. We're going to go to Specific Steps, right? Again, and we're going to start at about 500. Okay. We're going to hit OK. Again, having them both selected, Alt-Control-B. That'll create our blend, right? So we see our nice, beautiful blend here that kind of rotates. Okay, this is good. This is amazing. Okay, I'm going to make this smaller because it's going to really help with the assignment. Okay, so have that nice and centered there. All right, so now we need our pencil tool. Okay, so you might see this, okay, but here if you just hold your pencil tool or hit N, you'll see it pop up here, and we need to double click that, and we need to make sure that our fidelity is all the way up to smooth. Okay, all the way up to smooth. And we're going to write out some words here in cursive, or a word here in cursive, and you need to think of you're going to do this twice, right? So you need to think of two different words that you can create with a pen, right? Writing out in cursive, and you're like, oh my God, Mr. Debbie, I don't know how to write in cursive. Well, okay, I get that. That's fine. All right, but it's not too hard to kind of think of how to do this. If you need help, look online, right? It'll kind of guide you. But we're going to start off with the word, for me, hello. If you want to use this word, that's fine. The second word, you're going to have to choose on your own, okay? So I'm going to start with hello, right? I'm going to write my hello here, and I'm going to space it out. Don't like that. Okay. All right. I like my hello there. Okay. I'm going to pick I'm just going to put a black stroke on it so that I can see it. Oh my God. Where did it go? Why does it change it to white? I don't know. There we go. All right. Now, we're about to do something that we've already done before. Okay. We are going to replace the spine. Okay, so we're going to select both of these here. Go to Object and go Blend. We're going to replace spine. And bam, look at that beauty. And we can adjust it how we need to there. Okay. That is how we'll get this nice and smooth transition, because we have a high start. Right. If we zoom in here, we'll notice that it's not too great. So if we go to Option, blend option, and maybe we increase this to say 750. Hit this here so we can get a good preview. I tend to stick with the orientation like this, right? It just works better. It's great, but not good. So we'll just take it to the 1,000. 1,000. And we'll hit OK there. Zoomed in. All right. And we'll see this beautiful piece of artwork. Okay. So you don't like it. You don't like your colors. You don't like the way it blends together. Well, guess what? You can go into these circles. Okay. If you click to where the beginning and the end of your items are, right? You can go back to your gradient. So let's take this one here, right? I like this red and blue. I don't really care much for this. So let's go back to here. We'll fix this. And I don't know. Let's do maybe a green. And orange. Make sure that your stroke is off for some reason. I don't know why that stroke came on. Oh. That's why. I clicked the wrong button here. We can adjust here and take that off. Again, you don't need to do this. This is just for my personal preference. Now, it's not perfect, right? Because, again, we see this kind of function that you may not be able to read it so much that it says hello. But our goal is to replace the spine. Okay, that's our function here. So this is what you are doing today, but you are doing this 2 times. All right, so you need to create 2 different words, 2 different gradient styles. Make sure they look something better than this because this is ugly. All right, but either way, thank you for watching. Also, check out something cool. I have Chick-fil-A sauce in here. I don't know why, but I do. I mean, I know why, it's for food, right? But either way, 2 of these, 2 different words. Again, pick 2 words that you do not have to take the stem off of your, or lift your pen off the canvas, right? So hello, I'm looking here on my desk, right? Pringles, right? You could write this without having to. Oh no, you can't because the I has a dot. Never mind. All right. Have a good day. We'll see you guys when we see you. If you have any questions, please let me know, and we will get you going in the right direction.